Welcome to section 1 of KMF 170 puzzle. These puzzles are new and different than the old puzzles. In the first question, we have a sequence. Here, the cat term is equal to 2 by root over 2k plus 1 plus root over 2k minus 1. For each integer k from 1 to 60, what is the sum of the 60 terms of the sequence? To solve this question, we need to first solve the right-hand term, that is 2 by root over 2k plus 1 plus root over 2k minus 1. And we can do this in this way. We can multiply both numerator and denominator by root over 2k plus 1 minus root over 2k minus 1. And then we get the formula, that is of s square minus b square. And then after a few calculations, we get the term root over 2k plus 1 minus root over 2k minus 1. Now see the sequence. Here the root over 2k plus 1 is root 3 and root over 2k plus minus 1 is root 1. In this way, for each term, we'll take all numbers and then take the summation. So root 3 minus root 1 plus root 5 minus root 10. In this way, the 59 term will be root over 119 plus root over 117. And the 60th term will be the root over 121 plus 119. And then after calculation, we get the answer will be 10. In the second question, a certain rectangle has parameter 60. The length of a diagonal of the rectangle. Well, we don't know whether the rectangle is a square or it is of different lengths in as the height and weight. So we will take two examples. In the first example, we'll take that all of the lengths are equal to 15. So 4 into 15 equal to 60, and the formula to find out the diagonal is root 2s. So s is the length, so 15 into root 2, that will be greater than 20. And in another case, where say the width is 29 and height is 1, or in other way, we can find out the diagonal using the formula of Pythagoras, that is 1 square plus 29 whole square. That is also greater than the 20. Sorry, the root over of 1 square plus 29 whole square will be greater than 20. So in both cases, the answer will be A. P and Q are regular polygons with n sides and n plus 1 sides, respectively. So quantity A requires to find out the median of the 2n plus 1 measure of the interior angles of P and Q. And quantity B requires n minus 1 divided by n plus 1 into 180. So take some values. Say n equal to 4, so n plus 1 equal to will be 5. And 2n plus 1 equal to will be 2 into 4 plus 1 equal to 9. So for the 9 values, the fifth term will be the median. So now do the calculation. So as median is a 5, so 5 minus 2 equal to 180. That will be 3 into 180 equal to 540. And we need to find out the interior angles, and remember that the polygon is regular, so divide the 540 by 5 and we get 108. Now use formula of quantity B that is given in the question. So 4 minus 1, as we know that n equal to 4, so 4 minus 1 divided by 4 plus 1 into 180 equal to 3 by 5 into 180 equal to 108. So both A and B are equal. So the answer will be C. In the fourth question says D1, D2 and D3 are non-zero digits, as is the sum of the three three-digit positive integers D1, D2, D3, D2, D3, D1 and D3, D1, D2. For example, if D1, D2 and D3 are 2, 4, 7 respectively, then S equal to 247 plus 472 plus 724 equal to 1443. So we need to, S is given in quantity A, and we need to find out B, that is 111 is multiplied to D1 plus D2 plus D3. So take the example given in the question. So D1 is 2 and D2 is 4 and D3 is 7. So 2 plus 4 plus 7 equal to 13 and multiplied by 111 and we get 1443. So the answer will be option C. This question provides a summation. So in the sum above, if x and y each denote one of the digits from 0 to 9 inclusive, then x equal to what? In this case, we need to use our guesses. Say y equal to 3, so 7 plus 3 equal to 10. We put 0 and keep 1 in our hand. 6 plus 1 equal to 7 and y equal to 3. So 370 and hence x equal to 0. In the sixth question, we can see a table. So in the first column, number of ounces per bottle is given, and in the second column, prices per bottle is provided. The question asks, Jeep Cola is sold in bottles of 4 different sizes at the prices shown in the table. What is the minimum amount one could spend in order to buy at least 65 ounces of Jeep Cola? So you need to find out the minimum amount one could spend. There is a amount of the dollar, and the total number of ounces should be at least 65. So we can use different combinations, and ultimately we'll get that 36 plus 32 will be 68. So as we can't buy exactly 68 minus 65 equal to 3 ounce is more here. We can't buy 3 ounce separately, so we need to buy 36 ounce and 32 ounce. So the respective prices are $1.2 and $1.1. So the total amount of dollar will be 2.3. That is answer B. You can try other combinations, but those won't be less than 2.3. We're in the seventh question. In a certain university, 60% of all sophomores are liberal arts major, 24% are education majors, and the rest are majoring in other subjects or have not yet chosen a major. So what are the rest of the numbers? So 60 plus 24 and take the difference between 100 minus that summation. That will be the rest. At the university, 55% of all sophomores are currently taking a psychology course. The question asks, if X% of all sophomores are liberal arts majors who are currently taking a psychology course, what is the least possible value of X? So the rest are majoring in other subjects, so not yet chosen a major is 16%. So 55% are taking psychology course, so total is 55, and education major is 24 and others are 16. 55 minus 24 minus 16 equal to 25, and that is the number of people. Least possible value of X have also promotes a liberal arts major who are currently taking a psychology course. So the answer will be A. In the eighth question, two ranges are given. two inequalities are given: 3 less than x square less than 27 and 6 less than y square less than 69. So quantity A says the least possible value of the product x, y, where x and y are integers satisfying the inequalities. So you need to find out the root value. Before that, let us take numbers that are square of some values. So in case of x, we will get 4, that is the square of 2, and 25, that is square of 5. And 4 and 25 are within ranges. Similarly, 9 and 64 are within ranges. And the root of 9 is 3 and root of 64 is 8. Note that the root value could be positive or negative. So we get plus minus 2, plus minus 5, plus minus 3, and plus minus 8. So the least possible value would be 40, that is positive 5 into negative 8. And quantity B is given minus 40, so the answer will be option C. A set of k consecutive integers including 2, the sum of the integers in the set is minus 11. So quantity A is k and quantity B is 10. So you need to find out the number of consecutive integers, sum of which are equal to minus 11, and that consecutive integers need to include 2. We can use the iterative method. For example, consecutive numbers as the summation are minus 11. We can start as minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. And remember, we need to include positive 2. So there will be positive 2, 1, 0. And in this way, we can reach up to minus 6 to positive 4. And the summation will be minus 11. So how many numbers are there? That is, how many integers are there? There are 11 integers. So quantity A is greater than quantity B. So the answer will be A. We are in the last question. During archery practice, Kyle made 50 attempts to hit a target. After each attempt, his success rate was calculated as the number of successful attempts to hit the target as a percent of the number of attempts up to that time. After the 20th attempt, his success rate was 45%. After the 40th attempt, his success rate was 45%. Which of the following statements must be true? Indicate all such statements. So option A says Khalid's success rate was less than 45% at least once during the practice. Well, as the question says, after the 20th attempt, his success rate was 45%. It is unlikely that during the practice his success rate will be less than 45%. We can check it with the elaborate calculation, but our intuition says that it may not be possible. At least must doesn't match with option A. So option B says the Kali success rate was between 40% and 52% at least once during the practice. Well, if Kyle is successful in all his attempt after the 20th attempt or the 40th attempt, then it is possible that his success rate is between 48 to 52. Without that, question is already given that after the 20th attempt, his success rate was 45%, and after the 40th attempt, his success rate was 55%. So option B must be true. So we are in option C. Khalid's success rate was greater than 55% at least once during the practice. Well, if after the 40th attempt, all of his attempts are considered fail, then the option C may not be true. So the only answer will be option B. That's all for today. Thank you.